Hey everyone, this is Mr. Everything, and today I wanted to do a video on this Gleem battery toothbrush. This is probably the first time ever I've seen an ad on Instagram, and actually it didn't completely drive me away from the product or company. And also props, it was just the toothbrush. It wasn't some trendy little feel-good story that actually showed the product and not some random political message ad. So I decided I would try it out because there were no reviews on YouTube and a bunch of people were asking about it. I was able to pick this up at my local Walmart, and it wasn't behind the case. It was just in the toothbrush section with all the other ones. Depending on where you're at, I don't know if it would be in the case or not. I think my Walmart's only partially subhuman, so they trust us to pay for it. And again, this was $25, so not bad. It does run on a AAA battery. A bit of a tab here to not much to see there. Comes in a little travel case. Again, being battery powered, there's no charger, no base. You just put a battery in, which is different. So I'm curious to see if it actually has any power. What you'd expect. A nice thin profile, I like that. I guess the battery's already installed. Usually to take these off you twist. But I don't want to break it like an idiot. To remove the battery, you have to use a coin or screwdriver. Alright, there's no instructions here. And if you turn it, doesn't really, it's like it doesn't do anything. You kind of have to kind of dig it out with your finger. So that's not a very good design. You can see I've already hacked it up. And you get like the world's cheapest AAA in here. And the orientation on here, which you probably can't see. The positive end goes in like this. It wasn't exactly the greatest design ever. Thought that would work a little better. Okay, so instead of twisting, these ones just pull straight off. So that's not bad. Now they do sell additional brush heads for $10 for a 2-pack. They're right with the brushes at Walmart. It's kind of a lot of money. This was for this toothbrush, which you can see a comparison. This one's rechargeable, but it uses nickel cadmium or nickel metal hide, whatever one the old school is. Anything that's not lithium ion just wears out after a year or two. So I actually wanted to try this to replace this. And you can see I liked that they're about the similar dimensions, but this one, it was about $10, and you got all these and a few more. I just put the little different shape in this one, but this was like $10, $12, and you got at least, I think, 4 or 5 of these, and so definitely not as good of a deal where you have to pay $5 per replacement at the Walmart prices. So I guess that's where they gouge you at. Now I'm assuming, again, there's no instructions. I'm assuming my battery's dead, so I'll have to try and pry this open again without destroying it and try a different battery. I've done a little experimentation here. I tested this battery. It's still good. What it is you can see there's these 2 little metal contacts on this thing here. And I don't know if you can see it, probably not. There's 2, and so it has to be lined up correctly. And since this is plastic, and cheap plastic at that, it's hard to get it to lock because it'll just kind of slip. So now it's in place, but if you turn it too far, now it's not lined up anymore. So that's kind of I guess the thing where you get what you pay for, since it's not locked into place. And from what I can tell, it doesn't really line up anywhere to say this is what needs to be. So you just have to turn it a little bit. So that makes me kind of concerned longevity wise. Sounds pretty good here. So I don't know if you can pick that up. And then this is my other one. About the same. This one has some different modes too, but this was about $50, and this was just an off-name Amazon brand that they don't even make anymore. They do make different models, but they don't make the one I like. Alright. Just putting that up to my teeth, I'd say it feels about as strong, if not a little stronger than this one. Now, unfortunately, and I know I'm letting you down big time, I'm not going to show me in the bathroom doing it, because I've noticed on YouTube, people don't like, they get serious, but they get sensitive about the bathroom stuff. If I watch shaving videos or a toothbrush, oh, you're using too much water, oh, you're not using enough water, oh, your bathroom's too clean, oh, your bathroom's not clean. Hey, are those light bulbs federally approved there, pal? So, I'm not going to do that, at least not today. Neat thing, I can probably actually put this in, now this is a charging deal here, but I could probably actually put this in the thing, the little holder that holds that one that just wouldn't charge, instead of putting it back in this, or just put it in like a cup if you just had a regular toothbrush, I guess. I think that's enough of me rambling. The quality is kind of shoddy. My main concern would be how long will this battery last, and if you have to replace it quite often, you know, twisting that, will that wear out, and how long will these hold up, because they are a little pricey. It says 3 months, but we'll see. And so my first impressions are it is a little cheap, but for the price, it's probably not that bad. And as far as AAAs go, it's again, reflects that in the price. But where I live, I have a Rural King, so I can buy a 20-pack of AAAs for like only $5, so that's not bad at all. Or if you're a Harbor Freight person, you probably have a bunch of their cheapo batteries laying around, so you can try them in this, and if this can get a month or so, because you're only using it for a few minutes, it should be fine. And speaking of that, it does have 30 seconds where it'll, I think, pulse on and off, which is what this one did, so for me that's kind of a standard, so it won't throw me off any. I was kind of hoping this would have been a little less convoluted, but without any instructions and everything, just trying to figure it out and not being the best. A little messier than I wanted it to be, but again, for $25, you can kind of get an idea what the quality is from this video. If you want to try it, then go ahead and try it. It's right at your Walmart. It's simple. You can pick it up and don't have to wait for any shipping. So maybe if there's interest in it, I can come back after a few months and report on how it's doing. But either way, maybe just try it out and see it for yourself. So thanks for watching, and you'll see me in the next one. Have a good one.